A warm good evening and welcome to it. Over 2 million of you surely tuning in tonight for what will be one of the best sported 10s we ever bring you. We're going across the country. We're catching up with some of the biggest sports stars, and the Minister of Sport himself will be down in Cape Town because it is the week of the SA Sports Awards. And speaking of big, let's get straight onto the bench because they don't come bigger than this in South Africa. There they are, Yanni Coetzee and Juan Botma, both of whom are World Fitness Federation bodybuilders. Can we have the pose there? Just flex the muscles just I'm not even scared. I could take you anytime. Bring it. I ain't scared. Anyway, no, actually, I'm a little bit scared. I don't want to lie. I'm just a little bit scared of the two of them. Right in the middle, though, I didn't get a chance to introduce her, and she is here all the way from Ukhozi FM, the biggest radio station in South Africa. She'll be taking on the Sport at 10 quiz tonight. Zamangomo, welcome to the show. Can't wait to put you through your paces and hear a little bit about your life story. Then we move across to Bloemfontein, where there she is, nominated for Sports Coach of the Year. It is Dani Ansbota, and she is Wade van Niekerk's coach. She's ready. You can see she's already wearing Wade's kit in sponsorship, ready. 50 years of coaching in the bank there already for Dani Ans, and I can't wait to find out how she was able to get us to 43.03. And there he is, Mbawizi, taking a sip of water, ready for the SA Sports Awards. He's looking good, and I can't wait to get into conversation with the Minister of Sports a little bit later on in the show as he takes us into the awards just 4 days away. Now, I got the Sunday Times sports editor, Baring Batu Gorgeous, the BBK, sitting right next to me here. And BBK, we got plenty of news stories to talk about. How are you?
Is that the minister or is that Most Def?
It's
Most himself.
Most Def was asked to leave the country. That's definitely the minister.
Chibu Thomas, black and proud as always. How you doing?
I'm good. Can't complain. But
fantastic.
Let's talk a little bit about cricket, because cricket news stories right now are everywhere. Our cricket captain, Faf du Plessis, is in all sorts of trouble, and yet he's saying he's an innocent lamb, nothing wrong, did nothing, and he's going to fight the case until the bitter end. What's he accused of? What's going on?
When you talk about the captain, you're talking about the test team captain. In this instance, you're talking about Faf du Plessis. He's being accused of tampering with the ball. He was found guilty by the International Cricket Council. Why were they saying it's tampering with the ball? Because they claim he was applying an artificial substance onto the ball. Now, the artificial substance happens to be saliva from his mouth.
Well,
but then he
more
was
than that,
chowing
because
some mint.
he's got a mint,
yes,
and you're not allowed to put sugary anything other than natural on the ball.
I understand that, but the issue is tampering with the ball. For me, the understanding is that you are scratching the ball. He was shining
it's not
the
only
ball.
that.
No, I hear that, but the issue here is that he did not do anything to the ball that is an untoward.
No, you see, BBK, they do two things to the ball. Let's just explain the two things they do. You shine the one side,
yes,
and you scuff the other side.
Fine.
So putting a sugary substance on the one side would make it extremely shiny and hard.
Here's my argument.
And then the other side, you make it rough. So that's what causes the ball to then swing through the air.
Yes, I have Faf's argument, and I support that. He says internationally all cricketers have got some sugar in their system, in their mouths throughout the game. And the way that they are doing it now is that after finding him guilty, they find him.
Maria Jambisa, who sticks their finger in their mouth like that?
Comrade, you will see another thing that I'm going to show you.
I mean,
but let me finish Faf's story.
But look how his finger, that's not a natural way to put your finger in your mouth.
Let me finish Faf's story.
It doesn't look like you're fetching saliva. Who fetches it there in the back corner? You fetch it off your tongue. No, but I mean, let's just be realistic. Do you not fetch saliva off your tongue?
I think that it is controversial. It's controversial because the Australians are angry that we've beaten them, and the 3 test series that we played there. I think they are angry that we've become the second side only after West Indies since the 1980s to do this. And the fact of the matter is that they find him. They find him is match fee, 100% match fee. And it's not the first time Faf has been found for this. He's done it in 2013, if I'm not mistaken. But back then, he was only fined 50% of this. Now he's arguing that the ICC have opened a can of worms with this whole thing because he doesn't know where it is going to stop. Now, let me take you now to another one. And we've got another evidence of video now.
I just want one thing to be clear. So the ICC have said, you are wrong to Faf du Plessis. he is guilty of the offense that they charged him with.
And he's not taking it lying down. He's saying that I'm appealing against
Okay,
this
let's
decision.
leave it there. Let's leave it for the appeal and see what he has to say. But as it stands, he's wrong, but they haven't suspended him. They just said fine the money, and he's now saying no, he doesn't even want to give the money up. He's taking it further. India have similar problems, but not really the same, because here, Virat Kohli, one of the greats of England, Indian cricket right now, he's accused of a similar thing.
Virat has gone viral for basically the same thing.
So he's got something there in his mouth, and he's also rubbing.
There. Is it a mint? Is it whatever? Again, is accused of the same thing as well, but his is different in the sense that he is not going to be sanctioned by the ICC. And you will ask why? Because what is good for the goose must be good for the gander. It's not going to happen in his instance because this video only came 5 days. After the 5 days that the ICC CEO can actually lay the charge. So he's done it, the same thing as, and also let's not forget, India are responsible for 50% of cricket wealth. And you are not going to deal with India like you deal with South Africa and somebody else. The fact of the matter is, when you look at it all, it's controversial. The Aussies are not happy with us, but Faf maybe should just stop faffing around.
Yeah, and the other thing with Faf's one was that the very next ball went for a wicket.
Well, my man.
Anyway, let's leave that conversation.
They are not happy. You saw what they tried with the Channel 9 journalists.
That one. I'm with the captain. If he says he didn't do it, he didn't do it. I'm going to go with that. However, let's move on to what's going on with Alistair Coetzee. The rugby coach for the Springboks says the game coming up is the biggest of his career. But it's not a World Cup game, BBK. It's not against Australia or New Zealand. It's against Wales. Why is it the biggest of his career?
I think you're underplaying it. It's not even career. He says it's the biggest of his life.
Yo.
Let me explain to you how this happens. Alistair Coetzee starts his tenure as the Springbok coach as coach, and he loses his first game against Ireland in the test series that we played here. We won the series 2-1. It wasn't convincing. Decided to make some selections that are not too clever. I don't want to use the word stupid, because he wants to hold on to the players that were there. For the longest of time, the experience that they've had did not deliver anything. You want to persist with Jean de Villiers as the captain of the team. You appoint Adrian Strauss as the captain. Some people are going to be arguing, does he even deserve to be part of the team? But it becomes the biggest game of his life, not the career, because this season, this year, since he started his tenure, Alistair Coetzee has lost 7 matches out of 11. Now, that is not a great spring. It is a horrendous record. It is horrible. The team is down in the dumps. There are many factors that you can explain to influence why the situation is like this. For starters, you get a man, you give him the job, and then he doesn't get the latitude of appointing his own team. Let me finish. The second thing is, if you're going to have a captain who's going to say to you, during the course of the year, I do not want to be here at the end of the year, and you persist with that man and still keep him in the team, perhaps you should be doing other things. Some people have been robbed. The case of Opa Mahoje remains a mystery for me. What did he do that is wrong? So if you put all those factors together, and you also remember that South African rugby also did not get rid of Henneke Meyer immediately after the World Cup. There were rumors that they were going to extend his contract. After 3 months, we only took out the squad with 2 weeks before prepared for Ireland. This does not excuse the fact that the Springboks cannot go on and lose 7 tests after. And you include Argentina, you include Australia, you include the biggest test loss to New Zealand in the country, 57-15, and all those things put together makes Alistair feel like his back is against the wall, he's against the ropes, he's been beaten black and blue. He has to win this game in order for him to be able to convince the bigwigs and the big mandarins to say, I still have to keep this job, I think. Is this a mannequin? This is not a mannequin.
I'm doing the mannequin challenge. I was just told to be, that was my mannequin challenge, Nyana. There. I hope I worked. I was just doing a little mannequin. Let's move on to Banyana Banyana. Quick, we lost.
We lost to Cameroon.
What do we need to do?
We need to beat Egypt in our last game on Friday and hope that Cameroon are going to hold at least Zambia to a draw. That's going to give us 4 points. Cameroon, it's a South African thing. Bafana, this one must do this for us in order for us to be able to pray.
Bafana, not this one. This Bafana is the one that's in the driving seat now.
Well, should Banyana not get a victory, they are doomed.
Oh, the amateur shampunizer is busy.
Nah,
Okay. Anyway, let's move on to what's going on with the latest and the PSL results. And this is yesterday as well as today. We got BBK to give us insights there. Platinum Stars up against Ajax Cape Town. Whoa, they needed this so badly.
They needed it desperately.
So
Ajax.
badly.
Before this game, they were one of the teams, a few teams that had not tasted victory, you know, in the PSL
There's
this
the new
season.
coach.
That's the new coach there. Manzo is taking charge. He comes all the way from Holland. He was part of Max van Basten's team in the technical team when they were busy with Holland at the World Cup in 1990. And you're seeing them, they are starting up. A new coach arriving always gives you something. The players want to make sure that they become part of his squad for the next game and the next game so that they can be able to get the groove. Look at that. At Platinum Stars home, forcing them to do schoolboy errors. It is Ajax maybe getting another chance to start anew. And don't forget, they also played this game
But
without
this game still got interesting. After 3-0, it still got to a very interesting finish.
Well, it means that Kevin Johnson did have some very strong words to say at halftime, you know.
Because 3-1 and it didn't stop there. Look at this. Optional extra time, and it looked like Ajax maybe thought the game was done and dusted, Khalagash.
It's never over until the Fed Lady sings. But the fact is, Ajax can look at that log and be confident that at least we've registered our first win. 3 points, let's move forward.
They've moved up the bottom of the log. The man who can't stop scoring is none other than Fayandoro. He gets, what's it now?
That's goal number 9 in 9 matches.
9 in 9 games.
He didn't score in all of those games. Remember, he started very well with a hat-trick against Arrows in the opening game of the season. It's great for him to be doing this, but I think it's going to be a concern for Palacios going forward. You need other players to start coming to the party. You can't rely on one man.
Well, that was the only goal, but Pirates supporters were saying the from there on in as how because Chipa played really, really well.
Brian Onyango gets the goal for the visitors, Maritzburg United, against Cape Town City, but it wasn't going to last long. As Nolo Majoro, you will see just now, making sure that he gets that ball. He's getting some good football coming back for himself. They're getting some goals for Cape Town City. And Long may continue because he's not a bad striker. And they also went on to take the lead, City, making sure that they go ahead, leading the game 2-1 via the goal of Sibusiso Masina. And as you thought that maybe it was going to be a one-way traffic, Ernest Smith and Dobbs men were not to Cape Town for sightseeing and seeing Table Mountain. They also came back with this fantastic free kick. We will be hoping to watch him do his magic for his country, the Warriors, at the Nations
There was
Cup.
a mannequin. You see the mannequin challenge.
They love doing that.
They did the still pose there.
Lebo Manyama. It did it
and
for...
that result, that 3-2 scoreline, took them to the top of the log yesterday. Number one position, Eric Tinkler, who was pushed out or left or whatever happened at Orlando Pirates, number one on the log last night.
Don't forget that these are the same guys who were in Mpumalanga Black Aces last season, and during the first half of the season, they were right up in there with Muxin Etogral. So the core of the team has been kept, and let's see where they're going to go.
Move on to tonight's action in the ABSA Premiership, starting out with what Highlands Park did away from home against Polokwane City. They've got a reasonably new coach in charge there in Gordon Ingerson. Penalty being awarded there. Man goes down in the box. It is Gordon on his feet saying, thank you very much, but...
The man called Konondo Sabega, we are now shooting the Tembisa side to the front, getting their first call there. Maybe Gordon Ingerson thinking, yeah, we are doing business here. We're going to show how it's done. Thank you very much, Alan Fries, for getting the team to the top division. It wasn't going to last that very long. It was a goal. It was an equalizer coming from Upelembe, Mfana Mozambique. You see, he's in a good nick of form. You saw what he did against Bafana.
And then... this is how it happened as far as...
Bad defending. Poor defending there, but you're getting a goal from Butle Wiyazam Kwanaze, a defender. He likes getting some good goals for himself, and it does help Vetse to victories and stuff like that. But Mamelodi, sometimes you'll think that Golden Arrows are always a team that gives them trouble. No matter who's coaching them, the man who's been nominated as one of the top 5 African player of the year in CAF, and also whose goal has been nominated in the Puskas Award in FIFA, Klompo Kekane getting the opening goal there.
Now, the man who needed a goal over the weekend just to get the form back,
You remember
scoring
Peter,
now.
Peter said once he starts getting one, they are going to come. He got one at the weekend. He's got a second goal now. Sibusiso Vilakazi is getting into the group and is going to show why he cost $10 million moving from Vets to Mamelodi Sundowns.
Well, I don't know if that's the case, though. $10 million.
That means so the rands, my man. So maybe it's that expensive in my pool.
140 million rand in that.
Zwane completing the score for Sundowns there.
Everyone had to see what was happening between Chiefs and SuperSport United. What would Baxter do against his former club? What would Steve have in store? Look at this ball in from Brocky. Great
it's
ball,
a beautiful,
weighted in.
beautiful cross, and it was finished in fine style. Thabo Mnyamane making sure that he gets the goal. Didn't move from Pretoria City for nothing. Steve Komphela looking very, very worried. And you see there's a new formation at Kaizer Chiefs. Some say it's 3-4-3. The players are saying it's 3-5-2. George Libise was the victim of that new system. He didn't play. He comes back. He plays. And he says, Coach, a bench is not my thing. I need to find myself on the field. And he gets a goal. That's a save for Steve Bacon and was another throw for Kaizer Chiefs.
Polokwane City were the team that won against Free State Stars. So Free State Stars not able to win a game this season.
Celtic
Now, let me welcome into the studio South Africa's one and only sports comedian, the heavyweight of humor, undefeated in 3 years of sports comedy right here on SABC1. Here he is, the Shampunizer, who will be performing live in the Northwest Province. Where can I go if I want to see you, Shampunino? It's this weekend.
This coming Saturday, Botswana will be at Mabatu Convention Center, Botswana. Mabatu, follow. Now, the show is called Shampunizer. You know where to get tickets, please. There's no exception. If you only anyone on a lead connection, please bring President Lucas Manyane Mangope. If la music, just give me sayanyana, cause give me to army, le show yami for a Nasorokopanenda. So next week is Murula San. Red Light tell us about Saturday. No jokes. Sorokopana go Mabatu Convention Center, 8 o'clock. Tickets where they sell tickets. Anyways. Chippa United, and before then I was Chippa United. How long has Augusto Palacios been in South Africa, BBK?
20
Close to 30 decades.
And he still can't speak proper English, Liga Jego. You know that guy, he's speaking in tongues. Coach, what happened? I'm like, yo, that's why they are winning. It's coaching the Holy Spirit. It's fine. No, hey, Paris, hey, nothing. I've got to Chippa United. Yeah, man, Chippa United are playing beautiful football, but they are not winning. It's because you have too much sugar. You're taking sugar too far. It's like you a red cake, no cook sister, no one wants you. You are taking it, it's too far now. Lemeng, Reshapu Gali, Nabatun Chippa United. It's like that, you know, the referee at one, did you see that referee that was captured? Did you see how he defended himself? He took the hand to the back pocket. I'm like, dude, a red card has office hours. What people? But when you go to a red card, a red card has office hours, bruh. It's like I'm taking a generating actor or a trappe. But wasn't sharp, you know. I'm like, hey, this ref. Who do you think you are? Sundowns, they have a star, man. You need to, Sundowns, they beat any team that is from Africa. Any team that is from Africa. That's why I went to the stadium last week to see them beat Chicken Inn. They did it very, very well. By a trapper, Chicken Inn. No, by Trapila. If you're at home and confused, it's that one. We call them Kaizer Chiefs until you check the passports and you will realize, no. It's very, very Chicken Inn. Chiefs is the only team that plays with defenders, 12 defenders, including the coach. Komphela was a defender. Those people are defending. They're like the PSL defense force. Like Chiefs. How was Chiefs? You can't be defending, man. No, Chiefs. You need to buy attacking player. You need to buy attacking player. I'm putting it on paper. You need to buy attacking player. Go and buy Kemit Rasmus, David Kagana, or even a heart attack. Anything that has heart attack, go get it. Xenophobic attack. Buy anything that got attack. That is for you, Kaizer. That was the slowest Chiefs I've ever seen. Maybe when I get guerrilla when I'm sure the one they were wearing now. Hey, you my guerrilla, yo, Chiefs. I know, Chiefs. Lewis. Like, this is the first time ever I've seen Chiefs fan back accept or losing. They went from Kosi for life to Kosi for now. Like, maybe ba acceptile ba boza khosi ebile ka mkho ba acceptile. It was so bad that but that obitsana ka di number tsa bona tsa funeral cover like khosi 1402 khosi 1403 khosi ba e wa shwewa. But Jilo and they accept for the first time I heard Chiefs fans accepting. But Chiefs le Jilo but hamunati jwa. La Jilo hamunati jwa. But Jilo Chiefs they like the first time. And you know they accepted when I was walking around the stadium because stadium nabat magas. People you still don't know that my name is Shampunizer. It's Bambora and Thomas. Ke kumilo bambita Shamburingi. Hello Shamburingi. Uroma or Shamburingi we. Shamburingi. Mazulu ebile ba West Mazulu West van lata West Okazo. Oh, guy, I said not Sokazo, West Sokazo. I'm like, hey, you don't want to mess with Zulu people? For you, I'm Sokazo. For Zulu people, I'm Sokazo. Yeah, no, I can't make. Chiefs fans accepted or they lost. I went around the stadium, everyone was singing, Kabuyelo. Ay, 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 Kabuyelo. We got to Chiefs side, Barijile. Ay, 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 Barijile. I'm like, Lijile, but you know what? This is the truth. The highest paid person go Chiefs is the therapist. Because busy with counseling and I break and over need all the time. Lebi say at like, I'm fit. Sorry, fan. Yeah, don't worry, I'm fit. It's not you, it's you.
Hey, I was looking for the doom here underneath here. Yo. Shampunizer trouble. Let's go to what you can tell us about on social media as well. So this is what we want to hear about. SA Sports Awards. Who will win the 2016 SA Sports Star of the Year Award? That's the big category. Caster Semenya, Kagiso Rabada, or Wayne Panikak. I've already been looking at some of your comments on the Facebook side of things, and I can see you guys are already well engaged. I'll try and get through one or two of your comments a little bit later on. Keep sending them through. Who's your favorite? Tell us why. Who will win? And it is Caster Semenya, Kagiso Rabada, Wade Panikek for the SA Sports Star of the Year Award. And Minister Mbalula later on, maybe he'll give us his vote in terms of who will be the one to walk away with the award. He's in Cape Town. We'll be joining him for a live interview with regard to that. But after the break, it's Wade Panikek's coach, Danny Ants, joining us in the studio. I can't wait to talk to you, Danny. You have developed the fastest man on earth over that 400 meters at 8:75. What can't you do? Stay with us.
Only Red's Crisp brings the carnival to your taste buds. Come on, Reds, open up crisp.
It's Christmas coupon combo time at Boxer. 500-gram Rama Original Margarine Break. Buy 4 for only 70 Rand. 500-gram Kellogg's Cornflakes. Buy 5 for only 100 Rand. 5 kg Sunlight Washing Powder. Only 89.95. It's Christmas coupon combo time at Boxer. Never pay more than the Boxer price.
There was a young man who sure liked to rumble. He dreamed big, but his roots kept him humble. He knew actions more than words made him a man. So he came up with a new plan. Over the years, his rumble showed the world he was an original fellow. A man who set the standard others follow.
Alright, so we're here to show you guys just how refreshing an icy cold Sprite is by doing a sub-zero swim. You ready, Les?
Yes, I'm ready, boy.
Alright, let's do this, Les. Sprite! It's refreshing like that! Sorry, son, are you okay? Introducing the new Sprite temperature-sensitive can. More refreshing than slaying your day. Search hashtag refreshing like that for more.
Experience
experience your ultimate Lindor moment. Smooth melting Lindor from the Lindt Master Chocolatier. Give the gift of bliss this Christmas. Lindor from Lindt.
Play now and share your hashtag Fanta photobomb. This is the science of tough. Brutal torture tests designed to challenge the Ford Ranger's capability and durability. Built to take on the world, they were thrown in the deep end. Driven to the limits, analyzed, and then tested some more. We raised the ante and dropped a few surprises. The science of tough is all the proof you need that the Ford Ranger is tough, done smarter.
Welcome to Sport at 10. Yes, it's time now to cross over to Danny Hans, but I'm told that she cannot hear me at this stage. So we're going to go to Minister Mbalula then in Cape Town and just get his views on the work that Danny Hans has been able to put in. Minister Mbalula, welcome to Sport at 10. How are you?
Good evening and to all the listeners.
I'm bringing you onto the show just a little bit earlier than I was expecting, Minister, but tell me, at 75 years of age, what can you say about Danny Hans, coach of Wade van Niekerk?
What can we say? I mean, she's done well. I mean, she coached the best in the African continent and in the world. Up to Wade van Niekerk from Fredericks in Namibia, and he was also a champ. So that speaks a lot about Danny, and it tells us that whenever she's aging, it's like a good old wine. I mean, she produced for us, you know, an individual who have broken a 17-year record. And we are very proud for the work that she's doing for our youth and for our athletes and the quality she has brought about into athletes like Wade van Niekerk.
Well, I'm going to cross to her, and then I'm going to come back and talk about that cap you're wearing from New York, Minister. But we'll talk a little bit about that very shortly. Danny Hans, can you hear me? It's Thomas here in Auckland Park.
I can hear you, Thomas.
Great. Wonderful to finally get you on the show. We tried a couple of weeks ago, and then the rain kept you from getting to us on time.
That's correct, yes.
But Danny, you know, I'm amazed by you. So the whole world knows you're 75 years of age. You're a grandmother and a great-grandmother. Most would just not be doing what you're doing. What keeps you going? How do you keep coaching? 50 years of coaching behind you.
Thomas, I love athletics, number one. And number two, I have a passion to help young people to reach their dreams and their ideals and to help them. Not only that, but to be there for them in not only in athletics or in coaching, but as well as to be there in every other circumstances which they, or problems which they experience.
Danny, what do your grandkids say about you, though? I mean, you're busy with these other youngsters, and you're never home. You're jet-setting around the world, making sure that Wade is fast enough.
No, they are very, very proud, yeah. And they really support me and in every way.
Tell me, Danny, how much does Wade van Niekerk and South Africa owe to you that he is now the world's best at 400 meters? Because that wasn't his dream. That's not what he wanted to be. It wasn't the distance he wanted to run.
Well, I think the moment when we decided 4 years back that we're going to concentrate on the 400 meters instead of the 100 and the 200, he started with a new ideal and a new dream to excel in the 400. So that was the goal for the two of us.
But Danny,
and
you
that
came
was
up with the idea, right? You came up with the reasons why the 200 and the 100 weren't right for him.
I wouldn't say it wasn't right for him, but at that stage, Wade really suffered a lot of problems, injuries, and really serious stuff. So that is why we decided, discuss it with his parents as well as with Wade himself, and we decided to take him for the time being, take him off from the 100 and the 200 because of the explosive speed. And I thought that at that stage his body wasn't strong enough to handle that kind of explosive speed, and that is why we decided on the 400 meters.
And you were right,
and
Danny. You were right.
Yeah. It was hard work and dedication, and work and focus on what we both wanted for him in 4 years' time, and that was Rio 2016.
Now, Danny, ek het gehoor jy het probleme gehad daar in Rio. Everywhere you had to go, everywhere you walked, I saw some shots of you getting in places, maar hulle het jou gestop en gesê, waar gaat jy?
Nee, nie rarig nie. No, not really.
Weren't they surprised that you were his coach? I thought a lot of people didn't expect that you would be the coach of Wade van Niekerk.
Yeah, it already started about a year ago during the World Champs, but it wasn't this really hectic and a surprise for the whole of the athletics world. It was only after the race in Rio, because I couldn't get to Wade just after his race. I only saw him about 2 hours after the race, and I was waiting for him at the doping area, and that is where we met after the race. And then the media only realized that I'm his coach.
You've been secretly working all this time, and then they were shocked to see Danny Hans.
Yeah, I tried to.
Danny, you've been coaching since 1968. You've had great athletes like Francie Fredericks under your arm. But did you ever think you would get an athlete like this? Possibly the greatest of all time. He's well on his way to being that.
No. I mean, I think each and every coach dream of, to reach the goals and the ideals. But I never for one moment thought that I will be Wade's coach who can help him reach his dream and to be able to run the times which he ran in the past around about 2 years.
Now, what is left for you to dream, Danny? 43.03 has happened. A world championship is under the belt. A world record is yours. A Olympic gold medal is already with you. What's your dream? What more can be done?
Thomas, you know what? You can never stay at the time or the goal which you reached. You always have to work towards new goals and new ideals. So the moment when you stay where you are, I mean, what's the sense then to go on? You have to have new goals and new times towards which you can work and which you dream about.
What's the new goal,
so,
Danny?
Well, Wade and I decided that because the 200 meters is his most lovable or
Say
you know, the event, yeah, is
his favorite.
Really, he loves the 200, and I promised him that in time we can go back there, and this new season we really want to try to run more 200s, and then on the other hand, you know, next year in London is the World Champs, and Wade have to defend his world title. So with the world title, automatically we will look and strive for better times and to reach good times and run good times in the 200 as well.
Danny,
and
why?
Gradually we will, yeah.
Sorry, why has it taken so long for us to start to see the Wade van Niekerks of the world coming through South African athletics? It's been a long time since we've seen a great athlete like that, and Acosta Semenya is with us, and so many other names are suddenly coming through. Where have they been the last 10 years?
You know, South Africa, as you know, we were a long time, we were in the dark, and we couldn't compete overseas, internationally. And you wouldn't be able to correct and you know, reach the same success or the same times and so on, like the Americans or the European people. It will take time, not only for our athletes, but as well as for the coaches. And a thing I think which really made it difficult for us, because of the difference in summertime. You know, our national championships is only in, or was always in late March, beginning of April, and then the overseas season only start really in June, and your big competitions is only at the end of July, August, and it's very difficult to run good times, qualifying times, 3-4 months before you really have to run at a big international competition.
Danny, I'm out of time, but I'm going to catch up with you again in Bloemfontein at the SA Sports Awards. One last thing, though. Are you really a Chiefs supporter?
I am.
Of course, for life.
I am a Chiefs supporter, and I'm a Manchester United supporter.
There we have it. We've got all the secrets.
Yeah.
Thank you, Danny.
And the Bloemfontein Celtic.
That's the third team as well. We've got all the secrets there. We're going to a break. We'll be back with more after this on Sport at 10.
Hey Marvin, 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 you were a friend of mine. and he could sing a song.
His heart in every line.
Oh, talk to me, so you can see what's going on. Gonna be some sweet sounds coming down on the night shift. Another home. I know you're not alone on the night shift. Oh yeah. Jackie, yeah, what you doing now?
Life. We're never sure what might happen. Who will we marry? How many children will we have? How successful will we be? We don't know that. But we do know that death is one part of our human journey that none of us are spared. The funeral. More questions. What coffin? Which flowers? How much catering? The one question your family should never have to ask is, how are we going to pay for all this? Rest assured, when you have a clientele funeral plan, know that we will pay out in 24 hours.
Our plans are affordable and pays up to 50,000 rand per member. SMS plan to 44053 and we'll call you back.
We'll make it easy for you. We even send 200 rand free airtime when you claim.
Important, you can cover up to 13 people on one plan. Plans include grocery, unveiling, and transport benefits.
Clientele paid out within 24 hours.
I use the money for the burial and the things that I need.
And if you choose our ultimate plan, we will pay all your premiums back. So if you take out 50,000 rand cover, your family will receive 50,000 rands plus the premiums you have paid over the years. They will need that money because after the funeral, life goes on for them.
Speaking to the clientele consultant is like actually speaking to a family member who knows what you are going through.
I'm very grateful to clientele.
Funeral cover from clientele. We pay within 24 hours. Plans start from 99 rand per month. You can cover up to 13 people on one plan. We'll send 200 rand free airtime. Plans include grocery, unveiling, and transport benefits.
You cannot predict life,
but you can prepare for it. SMS plan to 44053. SMS now.
Encore une entrée sur l'amour qui commence bien. Des papillons dans les cheveux, de bon matin. Regardez-les sans se soucier de la course folle.
Welcome back. Minister Mbalula standing by for us in Cape Town. He's graciously made time for us on Sport at 10 tonight to just give us a sense of what's coming up in Bloemfontein on Sunday. Minister Mbalula, what can South Africa look forward to? What are you putting on in terms of the South African biggest sports party available on Sunday?
Well, Thomas, every year we try to make the Sports Awards the biggest platform of celebrating the success and the achievements, accolades of our athletes. This year will be no exception. It's going to be better on high definition and, with the greatest presenters and with the greatest people being our sport family, administrators, and all our athletes, the upcoming and those who have won big for this year in the Paralympics, the Olympics, and those that you don't know. This is their platform, and I think it's going to be exceptional. Trust me.
Minister, we already put the question out there in terms of who people thought would walk away with the Sports Star of the Year award. And on Facebook, I've got over 200 comments already. Are you getting that kind of excitement as well? Are you feeling that excitement that people are really voting, really keen to get their voice heard in terms of who should walk away with the big awards?
Yeah, thank you to SABC in all its platforms, radio and television, for showcasing and giving South Africans to air their views and to vote. And in my own personal feature called Twitter and also on Facebook, I've seen people commenting and voting in their numbers. And I think at the present moment, from what I've seen from my own Twitter account, I've seen that the votes, keep on increasing for the athletes and so on. So the sports star, which is through the eye of the needle, the media people decide there. I think it's a tough contest among all those athletes. Each one of them deserve it, deserve to win and so on. Congratulations to them. So I don't want to give, an idea of who's leading, because it will be like I'm fixing the vote.
Well, I can tell you that on Sport at 10's Facebook page, it looks like Kagiso Rabada is leading, because Madinga says black people are not into cricket, but that much. But this Rabada young man, usbonisile, that we've got the ability. So I have to say, ifanele yena. And then I go to Sanintulu, who says Rabada will win this. Young man rose on on the big occasion, proved people wrong, and that blacks can play cricket. And right after that, Biliso says it's the difficult one to call. Kagiso has been a revelation, I can tell you. He smashed the entire cricket season alone. He's a wonder. So Kagiso, here where I'm reading just the sample, Minister, he seems to be well and truly ahead of the runners.
Well, good luck to him, and I think it's a revelation indeed. Remember, Kagiso won the best newcomer in the Sports Awards last year. All our newcomers who have actually won on the platform of the Sports Awards have not disappointed going forward. I think the young man still has got a long way to go. He's doing wonders. We're proud of him. He's been given a chance to prove his worth, and he's doing it. And may God bless him and South Africa support him and make him stronger. And for all others, Caster Semenya and, Wade van Niekerk breaking the record, and Sabelo Sinatla, and also winning big and being the leading player in the sevens rugby. All those players deserve it. Charlotte Claus did well at the Olympics, went back to the World Cups of FINA, and also there doing very well. I'm proud of these athletes and all others who are nominated. And those you don't know who will emerge this coming weekend, these are our heroes. These are the people who make this country tick. And may this platform of the Sport Awards reward them and become a revelation. And also, let this platform become a fuel, to them and their dreams, to know that we as South Africans, we love what they do and will keep on celebrating them.
Minister Mbalula, thank you very much for the time you've given us tonight from Cape Town to be with us on Sport at 10. After the break, we're coming with more. I want to announce the winners of our competition that we've been running with the SA Sports Awards. There you are. The names are on the screen, and you have given your prizes are on the way to you as we speak. Back after the break.
All South African families are affected by hospitalization at some stage. Clientele's new Hospital Plus plans can be an affordable alternative. It's not a medical aid. It's hospital cover that pays out up to 200,000 rand per year. Paid in cash. Cash to use as you wish. You can use it to bridge the income gap if you cannot work, supplement your medical aid if you have one, or spoil yourself. We pay per stay. So whether you stay between 3 and 10 days, you will receive the full lump sum of up to 20,000 rand per hospital stay. It's affordable. Plans start from 99 rand per month, and we have individual and family plans available. SMS Plus to 31045, and we'll call you back. So why is it called the Clientele Hospital Plus plan? Because you receive a lump sum per stay, up to 20,000 rands, plus a daily cash amount of up to 2,000 rand per day if hospitalized for more than 10 days. Plus, accidental death cover of up to 200,000 rands, plus accidental disability cover of up to 200,000 rands, plus dread disease cover of up to 200,000 rands. Remember, it's from Clientele, so it's easy to apply. No medical examination and no paperwork. You can claim regardless of whether you go to a government or private hospital. Important, if you choose the Clientele Ultimate Hospital Plan, you can receive all your money back. Yes, we will pay all your premiums back if you've been hospitalized for more than 10 days, or in the unfortunate event of death, your family will receive all your premiums back. Plus, it's hospital cover from the name you trust. SMS Plus to 31045, and we'll call you back. SMS now.
I trust Kinder Joy because it's made with milk and other carefully controlled ingredients. Without any colorings or preservatives, care has been taken to make it. I love to see him happy because it meets his taste and fantasy. Kinder Joy. My trust. Their joy.
Whether it's a new addition to your family, a renovation to the inside, or the outside of your home, a chance to get ahead, or simply to see the world. Take advantage of life's opportunities. Apply for a loan of up to 150,000 Rand from Direct Access, a company you can trust. SMS your SAID number to 42061.
I got a full house in front of me. I'm going to introduce them to you very shortly. Here they are. And with her bodyguards, that's what she calls them. Zamangwaba, welcome to Sport at 10. Did you really bring bodyguards with you?
Yes, I need all the protection I can get.
You couldn't get guys with real muscles.
Oh, come on. I mean, check this out.
Sorry, let me just
These guns are loaded, so careful.
And they have definitely got real muscles. Juan Botma, Yanni Kotia, with your trophies. Congratulations, first of all, especially to you, Yanni, this year, walking away with the... big awards.
It's actually both his trophies.
Oh, yeah, I saw. I knew you were just like posing with one, but taking the big awards at the big events, man. Tell us a little bit about that.
We was preparing for the World Pro Cup in Lithuania. It was a 25 weeks of prepping, dieting, suffering, exercising. So yeah, and it paid off. The year we got, and John as my coach, he was working for this one. And I think it's a new beginning. It's a new beginning for us.
25 weeks is like half a year, so like 6 months. So in 6 months, I can be that size. Just put up the arm there. Just let me just see. So in 6 months, I can be that size. That's what you're saying?
No. I'm doing bodybuilding for the last 17 years.
Oh, okay. So
6 months plus 17 years.
Yeah.
Take it a little bit longer.
So if I say 25 weeks, it's actually a diet and preparing for a show for 25 weeks.
Juan, why was he able to walk away with the awards?
You know, in bodybuilding, it's not always about who's the biggest or, you know, who's, how can I say this, who's the most conditioned. It's about bringing in a full package. Symmetry, balance. So it's not just going on stage and looking at your abs. It's looking at shoulders, your arms, legs, calves. So, and also seeing who has the best conditioning. That's basically for what
what the judges look for. At the end of the day, it's not a modeling show where they look at your face, thank goodness. But like I said, it's about basically just bringing a full rounded package with the best conditioning.
Zama, it sounds a little bit like what women would be talking about,
Yes,
you know?
it's more like what I do every day.
Checking. Let's talk about you very quickly, because breakfast show, Ukhozi FM, you start the day, Vuga Mzansi.
Yep, that's us.
That's you, that's you.
Yeah.
I mean, what does that feel like to know that you are amongst the most listened to people in the country?
I know. I mean, it's humbling to be with Ukhozi One, being the largest radio station in the whole, I mean, the second largest in the world after China. So it's pretty intimidating, but it's awesome. We have an amazing following. We have amazing listeners. But I think it has built its brand to a level where we've made it hard for people to compete, and that is actually fantastic for us. But we love doing it, and people love receiving it, and it's quite a challenge in the morning, I won't lie, especially the waking up. We were talking about it earlier. You never really get used to it, but because of the love of it and the reception that you get from the public, it's always awesome.
I'm going to a break. I'm back with all three of them after this.
Savor the smooth, easy drinking taste of Castle Malt Stout chocolate infused.
It feels good in my heart, in my soul, in the hill right beside me. I will never want this day to end. No one can stop me when I taste the feeling.
This Christmas, peel, pull, and reveal the new Coca-Cola Bow bottle. Perfect for those who make your Christmas even more special. Only available in limited edition 1-liter bottles.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the man who takes the party from zero to hero, from bland to grand, from average to, well, to way above average. The guy who toots the party train horn and says, "All aboard!" You are indeed a party comrade, and we salute you with a bottle of Chivas Regal 12-year-old blended Scotch whiskey, plus 2 glasses for just $279.99, exclusive to Tops at Spa.
The heat is on with Telkom Free Me. One plan, pick your data, set yourself free. Get Free Me 1 gig with a Huawei P9 Lite for less than $200 a month. Or get it with a Huawei P9 smartphone plus free tablet for under $500 a month.
Every morning before the sun comes up, she made my coffee in my favorite cup. That's why I know
Enjoy the delicious aroma in every cup of Jacob's Kroning. Jacob's Kroning brings us closer.
Indigestion and heartburn? You could experience a sour taste in the mouth, or a burning sensation in the throat, the chest, the stomach discomfort, or even heaviness.
Don't let indigestion or heartburn symptoms slow you down. Always reach for Eno. Eno works on 6 symptoms of heartburn. It gets to work in 6 seconds, so you can keep on living life non-stop. Eno, fight indigestion and heartburn fast.
I've got the biggest, and I mean that literally, the biggest men you've ever seen in South Africa with the bodybuilding kings of the game, as well as the biggest in terms of radio personalities in Zamangobo here on Sport at 10 with me. And we're just getting through the last stages of this. So now that you've achieved this, and you're both in the bodybuilding game, what next? What do you guys want to do after being a world champion?
There's always a new challenge. There's always a new goal.
Bigger? So, do you get bigger?
Yeah, of course, bigger if you can. But it's not, like John said, it's not about the biggest. It's going on better. I must compete against myself, not against the world. So in bodybuilding, it's a lifestyle. If you cheat, it shows. If you don't pitch for a gym session, it shows. So yeah, it's new. Don't know about you, John.
John, what's your dream?
Well, basically, being number one. But
Do you compete against each other, though?
Hopefully in the near future.
What would keep you not being... Why don't you right now?
Well, at the moment we're different federations. But like I said, you know, everything works out according to plan. You know, everything's got its time. And what I basically, like I said, what I work to do is be number one. Also better myself as an athlete, motivate people, inspire people, and also give back.
Now, Zama, that's what you've done. You've inspired and motivated people since you came to an open audition for a continuity presenter on SABC1.
You're taking me back.
I'm taking you back to 2007.
Yes.
What was that like, standing in queues with everybody else?
My goodness, out of 35,000 people and being chosen, that was pretty insane. I tried hard, I prepared seriously, and I pursued it relentlessly. And it was amazing. It was overwhelming and humbling at the same time. But to be chosen, speaking, in particular in my own language, now that was very special. So I can pretty much relate with this, guys. A lot of hard work goes in it. So, yeah.
What are you? Radio personality, actress? Because I've seen you on Generations. You're on the radio.
I'm like the triple threat.
You're a businesswoman.
Yes, I do all of that. I'm a person with varying interests. I don't want to be a one-trick pony. I don't like to be, you know, just defined by doing one thing. I have many passions, but I really try to narrow things down and be specific with what I do. For instance, with radio, I knew I wanted to invest a certain amount of time to be there, and I've done that. And with television as well. So
the way your star's growing, though, you're going to be in the market for bodybuilders that can come and make sure that you're safe and keep you under control. And we're going to ask them to help you with this, because here's the Sport of 10 Cup. You can't have it. It's priceless. That is easier to get, those bodybuilding trophies, than this one. But the cupcakes you can get if you get our questions right. So the three of you can put your heads together and see if you can come up with the answers to these. Because, you know, as a Zulu yourself, we put some KZN sporting stars together.
Oh my gosh.
So who is this? Can you recognize this person? Any of you? You can look over there and see Yanni as well, and you can look here, whichever screen you want to look. Can you tell me who that is?
Listen, it says Schoolman, so I would...
Where did it say that?
Nowhere.
It's Henry Schoolman, KZN Sportsman of the Year in Triathletes. So where that came from, I don't know. Here's another great man from KZN.
Oh, of course. Coach, oh my gosh. It's not Sepp Blatter, no?
Not Sepp Blatter.
It's not Sepp Blatter, sorry. It's, oh my gosh.
Coach Bafana,
he used to fly.
Yeah. Clive
Barker.
There you go. We've got Clive Barker. And the last one, this has to go to the two bodybuilders, because if they don't get this one,
push through, hey?
I'm going to stand up and flex on them. Can you recognize who this is?
Faf du Plessis.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty certain.
100%.
Yes, it is.
They came up with the answer. Another great man. There you have it. Where is the Shampunino? Shampunizer, we need you.
What's up? What's up?
We only have 2 cupcakes. I don't know where you divide them there.
Yeah. Thomas, I'll give it to the ladies. The guys already have cupcakes on their hands, man. You know, these guys, you can share. These guys have a six-pack everywhere. Yeah, underneath, what. But Thomas, just not to spoil the moment, I'm still trying to figure out why Steve Kompela azatsela bolo ka Doom.
Oh my gosh.
It's time for us to say goodbye. Thank you for bringing the trophies. Thank you, Zama. And make sure that we leave you with the words we always do. If you're not watching Sport at 10, what are you doing?
Mafike.
From all of us at The Bold and the Beautiful to all of you.